This is the story of Muhamad Anwar, fatally attacked by two Komodo dragons, taking place in eastern Indonesia, where the sugar apple trees reach for the sky. A tragedy unfolded that sent shockwaves through the island of Komodo. It was a rare event, one that had never occurred in living memory. Yet the world's largest lizards, the majestic Komodo dragons, were at the heart of this enigmatic story. The unfortunate man at the center of this grim tale was Muhamad Anwar, a 31-year-old fruit picker. On that fateful day, he had ascended a sugar apple tree to gather its succulent fruits. The tropical sun bathed the orchard in a golden glow. But the serenity of the moment was shattered when Anwar tumbled from the tree. As he fell, gravity pulling him towards the unforgiving earth, he could do nothing but brace for impact. Within moments of his fall, the tranquility of the orchard was shattered by the nightmarish reality that unfolded. Anwar lay on the ground, bleeding profusely from wounds inflicted by the two Komodo dragons that had been lying in wait beneath the sugar apple tree. Their savage attack was swift and merciless, and the fruit picker's cries for help were met with a wall of scales, teeth, and venom. Neighbors, including Tawa, arrived at the gruesome scene, but they were powerless to intervene as the dragons continued their assault. Anwar's body bore the telltale signs of their aggression: bites on his hands, body, legs, and neck. The venom coursing through his veins would ultimately prove fatal. These carnivorous Komodo dragons, ancient and fearsome creatures, had rarely turned their deadly attention to humans. In the past, the last time an adult had fallen prey to them had been more than 30 years ago. Yet, this attack was a cruel reminder that as their natural habitat dwindled, encounters between humans and these apex predators were on the rise. Komodo dragons, with their menacing reputation, could grow up to 10 feet in length and weigh as much as 200 pounds. Their powerful jaws, armed with serrated teeth, could tear through flesh with ease. It was not their size, but their venomous saliva, containing over 50 strains of bacteria, that made them truly lethal. Even if their victims managed to escape the initial attack, infection was almost inevitable, sealing their grim fate. Despite their imposing size and reputation as fearsome predators, Komodo dragons had a relatively slow metabolism. This meant that they didn't need to eat as frequently as their size might suggest. They could go weeks or even months between meals, depending on the size of their last kill. This fascinating characteristic was a testament to their adaptability to the often harsh environments they inhabited. However, it wasn't just their hunting prowess and physical characteristics that made Komodo dragons captivating. They were known to exhibit cannibalistic tendencies, sometimes preying on members of their own species, including young dragons. This behavior arose from the competition for limited resources in their natural habitat, adding another layer of complexity to their existence. The dragons, which could live up to half a century, were dwindling in number. It was estimated that only about 4,000 of these majestic reptiles remained in the wild, inhabiting 5 Indonesian islands: Komodo, Rinca, Flores, Gili Dasami, and Gili Moding. A few were held in captivity, some of them in European zoos. For the local Indonesians, the dragons held a special place in their beliefs, considering them to be the reincarnations of their ancestors. In the past, they had appeased these magnificent beasts with sacrificial offerings, often goats, in hopes of maintaining a harmonious coexistence. Komodo dragons were apex predators, capable of reaching speeds of up to 12 miles per hour in pursuit of their prey. While they could climb trees, their preferred hunting ground was the scrubland, where they would lurk, patiently waiting for unsuspecting victims to cross their path. with a sense of smell rumored to detect decaying flesh at a range of 5 miles. They were formidable hunters. As the news of this tragic incident spread throughout Indonesia, it served as a somber reminder of the delicate balance between humans and nature. The dragons, first discovered by Western explorers less than a century ago, were enigmatic and awe-inspiring creatures. But they also commanded respect and caution. In the wake of Muhamad Anwar's untimely demise, discussions were reignited about the preservation of the Komodo dragons and their natural habitat. It was a challenge that required not only the protection of these remarkable reptiles, but also the safety of the local communities that shared the same land. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the orchard, it was a stark reminder that the Komodo dragons, ancient and powerful, would continue to inhabit the collective imagination of the people of Komodo, a reminder of the delicate dance between humans and the wild, untamed world around them. The incident also brought to light the fragile coexistence of humans and these magnificent beasts on the islands. The dragons had roamed these lands for millennia, long before humans set foot there. The locals held deep reverence for the creatures, often considering them to be the guardians of the land. Despite the inherent danger, tourists from around the world flocked to Komodo Island to catch a glimpse of these prehistoric giants in their natural habitat. It was a delicate balance between promoting tourism and ensuring the safety of visitors. Guides and rangers played a critical role in educating tourists about the dragons' behavior and the precautions they needed to take. But as the dragons' territory shrank due to habitat loss and human encroachment, conflicts between the reptiles and the island's human inhabitants became increasingly common. The dragons were losing their natural prey and had to resort to scavenging for food, sometimes coming dangerously close to villages in search of an easy meal. Conservationists and biologists were alarmed by these trends. Efforts were underway to protect the remaining dragon populations and preserve their habitats. It was a race against time to strike the right balance between human development and the preservation of these magnificent creatures. As night fell over the orchard where Muhamad Anwar had met his tragic end, the Komodo dragons retreated into the shadows, leaving behind a somber reminder of the complex relationship between humans and the natural world. It was a relationship that required respect, understanding, and a commitment to ensuring that these ancient creatures could continue to roam the wild landscapes of Komodo, reminding us of the untamed beauty and danger of our planet.